Who was second in the Derby?
Who won the BMW?
There's our rule that we just changed it
Two.
up. If you enter and you're already a scratcher, you have to start over.
2018.
It's just a so like if a horse is in trail line, the horse is there. Would you
And a very good morning to you as we welcome you to the draw for the Toyota Bluegrass as well as the Central Bank Ashland. Gabby Gaudette, Scott Hazelton, looking forward to this, but more so than anything, Gabby, looking forward to this spring meet and having the spring meet back here in Lexington, Kentucky.
Of course, we weren't able to have the spring meet last year. We did have an unprecedented 5-day meet in July last year, but I am so happy to be back in Lexington and happy that the spring meet is commencing. And we get the two best races of the weekend in the Central Bank Ashland and the Toyota Bluegrass.
We'll draw those races for Saturday. We'll have the morning line for those races a little bit later on this afternoon, so wait on that. But before we get to the draw, let's have a couple of words from Keeneland's president, Shannon Arvin.
On behalf of Keeneland, thank you for joining us today to celebrate the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes and the Central Bank Ashland Stakes. We are so excited to be able to welcome back spring racing to Keeneland in the Bluegrass and be able to welcome a limited number of fans through our gates. The Toyota Bluegrass and the Central Bank Ashland anchor our spring race meet that features 18 stake races and purse money of $4.1 million. These two stakes races are also major prep races for the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. We value our long-term relationship with Toyota and Central Bank, and we particularly value that after a year that's been incredibly difficult. We'd like to thank our Toyota partners: Toyota Motor Sales, Cincinnati Region, Toyota Motor Manufacturing, Kentucky, Frankfurt Toyota, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Toyota on Nicholasville, Toyota of Somerset, and Toyota South of Richmond, and the team at Central Bank, all of whom are watching the live stream with us today. NBC Sports Network will telecast the Toyota Bluegrass Stakes this Saturday on its racing telecast from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We look forward to seeing you all at the races.
Big days ahead here for this spring meeting at Keeneland Racecourse. And before we get to the Toyota Bluegrass, Gabby, we start with the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland, the 84th running of this race. And we've had some wonderful fillies come out of here: Bewitched, Double Dog Dare for Claiborne, Princess Rooney, Inside Information, and most recently the champion Monomoy Girl.
And this is a crazy stat that I found earlier today. 34 fillies who have participated in past runnings of this race have gone on to win the Kentucky Oaks. So this is a very important prep race for that very special 3-year-old race in just a few weeks' time.
And featuring some top fillies once again here in 2021. And before we get to Ben Huffman and Tiffany Bork, we want to thank Central Bank for their 17 years of partnership with Keeneland Racing as they sponsor the Central Bank Ashland. And now we hand it over to Ben Huffman, the racing secretary, who will pull the entries and announce the post positions, and stakes coordinator Tiffany Bork, who will be pulling the pills and shaking the pills for the Grade 1 84th running of the Central Bank Ashland.
Okay, Tiffany put in 6 for the Central Bank Ashland.
Two.
Number 2, Pass the Champagne, Javier Castellano.
4.
4 is Moonswag, Adam Skitza.
5.
5 is Malathat, Joel Rosario.
1.
1, Curlin's Catch, Chris Landeros.
6.
6, Will's Secret, John Court.
And 3.
Number 3, Simply Ravishing, Luis Saez.
So there is your field of 6. There is your field of 6 for the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland Stakes, with Curlin's Catch drawing the rail past the Champagne, post 2 for George Weaver. Simply Ravishing, Gabby. That's a name that a lot of folks should recognize from what we saw from her here at Keeneland, a Grade 1 winner already in the Darley Alcibiades.
Winner of the Grade 1 Alcibiades, as you mentioned, last year. But she's going to be competing against a smaller but a very potent group of fillies. Malathot, trained by Todd Pletcher, she's undefeated coming into this race. Todd Pletcher has the record number of most stakes wins at Keeneland with 16. So, yeah, it's a pretty good group lined up there for the Central Bank Ashland.
The 97th running of the Toyota Bluegrass, it felt like we just did it because we really almost just did. It was just 8 months ago that we had art collector seeking and capturing and beating the Philly Swiss Skydiver in the Toyota Bluegrass back in June. But great to have it back on a regular schedule and have our schedule back in line when it comes to the lead up to the first Saturday in May. 97th running of the Toyota Bluegrass, 26 years Toyota has been a partner with Keeneland Racing. And how about the history of this race, Gabby? Going back to the early days, Cold Town, Round Table, Northern Dancer, Alidar, winners of the Toyota Bluegrass, champion 2-year-old Good Magic, and Vacoma, who turned into a multiple Grade 1 winner.
And the Bluegrass has had a tremendous impact on Triple Crown races, not only in the Kentucky Derby, but also the Preakness and the Belmont Stakes. Talking about Swiss Skydiver, who ran second last year. She would go on to win the Preakness Stakes. You talk about Street Sense, who participated in the Bluegrass as well, going on to win the Kentucky Derby. And even Sir Winston, I looked that up. He participated in the 2019 rendition of the Bluegrass, going on to win the Belmont Stakes. So it's a tremendous race. Looking forward to seeing who participates this year.
Well, let's wait no longer as we go back to Ben Huffman and Tiffany Bork to find out where these competitors will be running in Saturday's Toyota Bluegrass 97th running. Back to Ben and Tiffany.
Sorry. Okay, Tiffany, put 9 in for the Toyota Bluegrass. Okay, here we go.
6,
Number 6 is Leblon Albin Jimenez.
2,
Number 2 is Untreated Joel Rosario.
5,
Number 5 is Rombauer Laurent Giroux.
7,
7 Hush of a Storm Santiago Gonzalez.
9,
9 Keep Me in Mind David Cohen.
3,
Number 3 Highly Motivated Javier Castellano.
4,
4 Essential Quality Luis Saez.
1,
Number 1 Hidden Stash Rafael Bejarano.
and number 8.
8 Sitting on Go Corey Lannery.
So there is your field for the Toyota Bluegrass. Hidden Stash draws the rail. You've got the champion 2-year-old Essential Quality, who we've known has been pointed towards this race for some time. Gabby Frigidolphin draws post 4. That seems like a perfect spot for the champion.
It does. And we know he likes the track here. We know that he is one of the horses to beat there. Essential Quality for trainer Brad Cox coming back to the Bluegrass. And looking at the field, though, even Hidden Stash, I think that's an okay post for that horse. He's been really useful down in Florida over the past couple of months for trainer Vicky Oliver. So a nice field of 9 assembled for the Toyota Bluegrass.
Field of 9 Toyota Bluegrass Saturday, along with the Grade 1 Central Bank Ashland. We look forward to racing getting underway on opening day on Friday, but the big day is Saturday. Ashland, Central Bank Ashland, as well as Toyota Bluegrass Saturday. Make sure you join us however you can here at Keeneland Racing on this weekend.